But we all have this feeling, especially as women, where we have such high beauty standard to achieve. I'm not on that vibe. I am trying to lose weight that for me came from a bad place in my life. And so the weight that I gained is not like, oh, I gained weight because I was so happy and I was traveling and I was so in love. No, it was negative and I need that thing to go away. Like, get off of me. This is enough. I don't want to see it no more. Hi everyone and welcome on my channel. This is Wendy. This is moi. If you are new on this channel, I suggest you subscribe and click on the notify button so you don't miss the next videos. So as you may understand from the title of this video, I had a weight loss setback, to say the least. You can see my arms. And if you want a full body thing, I'm going to try to put it here. And basically, what I wanted to say is in this video is going to be pretty short and sweet. Sometimes in life, things happen. Okay, clearly. Sometimes your weight loss is not the priority. Okay, clearly. We all know that. But definitely, one thing that I mentioned multiple times is to be gentle with yourself and to show yourself some self compassion. So I've enjoyed my pizza, I've enjoyed McDonald's, I've enjoyed these beverages that are high in sugar, like and this is the result. I gained weight, and as I was eating and drinking, I knew I was gonna gain weight. It was not like but at this that specific moment, I was like, you know what, I will deal with it after. Because one thing that I always say also, nothing lasts forever. The sun doesn't last forever. The rain doesn't last forever. So when I pick myself up, as usual, I will deal with the situation. So the situation that we have right here is, at least according to me, because I have like long braids that are kind of heavy. So I've decided that they weight 1 kilo. So when I go on the scale, I remove 1 kilo. Yep. I don't care. This is 1 kilo. This is what I've decided. So I would say definitely gained maybe 5 kilos. And I know my body, and I know that right now I've retained a whole lot of water. So basically, if you have a setback, and you need to remind yourself, it doesn't last forever. You're gonna have a point where you're gonna be like, okay, now I've dealt with a situation. I have the energy to focus and fix that thing. But you need to have it in mind while you are dealing what you have to deal with in life, whether it's a family member that is sick, whether it's whatever it is that yeah, it's gonna be fine. Like, there's way more important things in life than just losing 10 kilos. I'm not speaking or talking about people who are morbidly obese. I've been obese, so when I use the word obese, just know that it comes from a sister who was obese during the pandemic, and this is the sad weight gain that I'm trying to just get off of my body. But definitely show yourself some self compassion. And basically, at this point, what I would like is document the weight loss transition to go back to the initial weight that I was when I started making videos about weight loss. I've lost 45 pounds. So I did not go back to the plus 45 pounds. Okay. And that's one thing also. If you start to gain weight, I know a lot of people are going to tell you, oh, don't weigh yourself every day. I usually weigh myself every day unless I've been eating pizza, I've been eating McDonald's, I've been drinking beverages with 300 grams of sugar. And I already know what I did to my body, so I'm not going on the scale, but actually I should, because usually when I'm doing my intermittent fasting, just for you guys who don't know, I do intermittent fasting, meaning in my case that I eat once a day, some people eat twice a day, basically means every 24 hours. I did not do that. And I was eating a bunch of croissant and cheese. I was eating muffins in the morning at work. I was eating a whole lot of things that I had no business eating because my body for years has been used to be on a intermittent fasting. So if my body is used to eating only once every 24 hours, and all of a sudden I'm giving my body some muffins, some croissant, some cakes, and that cafeteria is dangerous for me. So I know not to go there. And if I go there, maybe will leave my wallet or whatever, if I just want to talk to my colleagues or whatever. But basically, that's what happened for me. So, also, one thing that I would suggest is to look back and see what happened. Why was it? Why did you gain weight? Of course, if you know that you've been eating like crazy, that's fine. But sometimes I do see people who gain weight and they do not know why, because they feel like they've been eating the same way, and they're, instead of losing weight, they're gaining weight. The question that you may have to ask yourself, especially if you work out, do not obsess over the scale. What I would suggest is, for instance, at the moment I'm working from home, I make a point to put on my jeans to make sure that I can get in them in the future, and also gives me an idea of where I am at. So I have a pair of jeans that is still kind of loose. Today I'm wearing a pair of jeans that kind of fits like before, so it's not that I'm still getting in. It's strangely it's not that tight, but you know these stretchy jeans also that are won't let you know that you gained 5 kilos like that. It's when you're walking, and I was looking at my booty was following me, and I was like, "What is this? Oh, it's you, okay, come on." But basically, just go back and see what happened. And what I was gonna say, if you work out, actually, what I would suggest also is maybe invest in a scale that can give you an idea of the composition of your body. How much water are you retaining? How much muscles have you gained? Things like that. But the thing is, the scale is not going to be 150% accurate. If it's 50% or 60% accurate, I'll be glad. What I'm looking for specifically is the variation. So if I see a variation with water, I know that I'm retaining water. At this point, I don't even need to go on the scale to know that I'm retaining water, because it's complicated to explain. But my trainer in the past showed me, like, basically when your um, thighs are kind of waving a little. I'm not talking about cellulite. Cellulite, when you squeeze, you see those holes. I'm talking relaxed, and you're able to jiggle your fat. If there is like little waves, this is water retention. And water retention is, it's not just like liquid like water. It's water retention is mixed with fat cells, and that's the reason why, as soon as I noticed that, I was like, girl, no, we need to stop, because water retention, and you keep on gaining weight, you're going to add more fat cells on top of the water. It needs some mixture, and then if there is more fat than water, then it's just going to be a big fat thing instead of being just water retention. Because yeah, water retention, as soon as it happens, the best thing to do is to, what I use is kind of a costume, sudation assemble, basically the equivalent in my words of a plastic bag, pants and top. And I of course wear clothes underneath, and just let my body sweat and to get rid of the water retention. So that's something that you need to take into consideration. So basically, the next few videos, I'm definitely going to focus on the tips that I can give you and that will allow you to take things that may work for you. You may try something that works for myself, and if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But if it works for you, definitely let me know down below. If you're trying to lose weight, let's do it together. Let's do it together. If I was able to lose 45 pounds, I know I can lose this extra weight. I know where it's coming from and I know how to lose it as well. But one thing also that I'm tired of is the variation. Your weight is supposed to vary from 2 to 3 kilos, maybe four, but usually it's just water, or that if you have a problem with digestion, Wendy, that's normal. Like the next day, you're gonna see that you dropped 3 kilos. No, it's just that your body did what it needed to do to, you know what I mean? So definitely don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button, and let's get rid of this extra fat as soon as possible, because let me tell you something, when it's too late, it's never too late, but it becomes really, really hard. And now we ain't trying to go back away in the way back. And if you just started your weight loss journey, welcome. You're talking to someone who lost 45 pounds. I have so many tips to share. My first thing is water. I know that I have water retention. I've been barely drinking any water. I would choose to drink things that I was not supposed to drink. So now I make it a point to drink 3 liters of water, and this is water, but it's orange just because I added some vitamin C. This is a brand that is sold in. It doesn't really matter. It's just to give taste to the water, basically. So definitely focusing on drinking water, and water also will make sure that you don't feel you feel fuller. So you're not gonna crave that cookie, these chips, and this and that. So this is one thing that I started with, and I'm going to, as I mentioned, get in my plastic assemble and sweat out as much as possible. If you exercise and walk at the same time, I've done it in the past, and the effect is like crazy, like literally overnight, because it's water retention. It's not fat. Fat cells is more difficult. Water retention is way easier to lose, especially if you put on a sudation, something to sweat, like the sudation costume. And yeah, so basically, we are going to do a check, a weight loss check next week. So as of today, I am pretty sure that I'm at 83, which is a catastrophe because I was at 79 and I was trying to reach my weight to 75. And so at some point, I was at 75, but then blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Nah, I'm not playing this game no more because now I have to go back to the initial weight, which was 79, 78. So let's do a check, a weight loss check, next week, and I will tell you next week what I did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, the entire week, and tell you what I think helped me. I have absolutely zero doubt that I'm gonna lose the weight because it comes from food first and foremost, and of course I will share some recipes as well that helps lose weight. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't be a stranger because the best part is has yet to come. And thank you so much for watching this far. And remember, show yourself some compassion because if you don't, nobody else will. This is a Wendy. Thank you so much for watching. You're beautiful, you're great, but we can get even better. Okay? That's the point. Much love. Mwah.